Zone 1, Alameda Estate in Trafalgar, was launched in July last year, with the South District the next to be tackled. The idea is to increase available parking for residents of the area so they don't have to compete with visitors. The town centre was today described by the Minister as the most complicated zone. And it was for this reason, he said, they'd felt it should be tackled soon, as the surrounding areas offered movement scope for changes and improvements.
If you compare this to the Alameda zone, there's a lot more parking availability than households. In this area, it's the other way around.
You've also got the added problem of businesses in the area.
Yes, obviously Main Street area is an area which there's a lot of commercial activity. People are trying to get into town to do their shopping, and a lot of commercial deliveries happening at the same time. So those people that live in town not only have to compete with themselves for parking, they also have to compete with visitors and with commercial businesses.
The government says there's a 75% chance of a parking when the car parks in the area, Landport, Robney Huts, Midtown and Ragged Staff, are taken into account. Permits are now available, but these only apply to the 500 street parking spaces. When there's 2,500 households, residents will only have a 20% chance of finding a parking.
Yes, unfortunately, the chances in this area are low if you look at on-street parking per se. But if you look at the availability, the total availability of parking in town, and it has been greatly supplemented with other parking facilities.
But you wouldn't need a permit for the parking facilities?
No, you wouldn't. So what we're encouraging for this scheme to work, what we really want people to do, people who have already their own provision for parking, be it rented or owned, we're hoping that they won't wish to buy a permit. And in that way, we'll leave those people who have a genuine need for parking and they don't have a facility to be able to benefit from the scheme.
And the government has not discarded the creation of further parking for the area.
Well, we are looking at other areas within the upper town and exploring areas to be able to provide extra parking, because obviously there's a fine line environmentally. Do we build more car parks and then encourage people to buy more cars, or are these car parks going to actually help those people within areas? And we strongly believe that there is a fine line, but we do need to provide certain areas with more facilities. Otherwise, the schemes, will be difficult to achieve. So yes, we are looking at other areas. We don't want to go, or we don't want to push building car parks to the extent that what we're encouraging is further growth of vehicles that goes against the environmental plan, the STTP itself. But we have to strike that right balance.
The scheme has been launched today with its legal start on the 1st of March in 6 weeks' time, after which there'll be a 2-week period of grace. Residents are asked to apply soon, as the administrative process could take around 4 weeks.